Tuesday, and it is time for another Template Tuesday. We are working through the 2025 annual catalog, and we've already created so many fun templates. Look at all of these that we have for our pattern box that we can go through and look at when we need ideas and inspiration. And I just thought I would share with you kind of how I keep them. I keep them in a box, and then I have each of those templates. And then with those templates, I just have my little sticky note that I write on each week with those measurements. So it's just clipped right to the inside of the card or the back of the template. And then whenever I am needing some inspiration, it's really easy to just go through those and visually see what is waiting for me to create. So let's get started with today's template. Okay, so we are working through this annual catalog, and we are almost, today we'll be halfway through. We are on template number 7 today. It's a quick and easy template, and there are 14 total in the 2025 annual catalog on page 24. If you've missed any of those, I do have a playlist on my YouTube for Template Tuesday 2025. And you can also check out my blog at stampinqueenbee.com, and I have them all listed there as well with pictures and with the video links if you need them. Okay, so we are working through, we're on template number 7 here. It's a really simple template, and I am using what I have been using for our two kind of easy pattern, easy card making ephemera packs. So we have the Good Times Mix and Match ephemera pack, and we have the Greetings for All. So these are great sentiments and these are great images. And I really love these Good Times ephemera because they all have adhesive on the back. So they're really, really, really easy. So let me bring in today's sticky note. So remember, I will just stick this right to my card today once we're done making it, and put it right in my pattern box. So we've got our basic white card base that I'm using here. We're going to need a focal sentiment or image. So we're going to use this one here. This is a big old thanks from that Greetings for All ephemera. I'm going to use 2 images that are some berries and one that is a heart. And so if you want to take a screenshot of that, so we've got our focal image or sentiment. I'm going to show you how to kind of flip-flop these with my other example. And that's about 1.5 inches by about 3 inches. Now it could be a little bigger, it could be a little smaller. That is what's great about these templates. And then you'll need 3 kind of images, so either small ephemera or some die cuts, things like that. And they're about 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch each. Some are a little smaller, like my heart here is probably closer to like 1/2 inch or less. And these maybe are just a tad bigger than 1 inch. So somewhere around that is how you will create. All right, and so then what we're gonna do, we're just gonna take our adhesive here for this sentiment. Now the sentiments don't have adhesive, but that is so you could put them up on dimensionals if you want, or just adhere them down. Remember, with my templates that I'm going to save, I always keep them flat, so I won't dimensional those, but you absolutely could. All right, and then I'm just peeling back the adhesive here. Isn't that nice? For these strawberries. And so what we're going to do is I'm just going to put one down there. We're going to take the next one, and I'm just going to kind of put it at an angle here, but just diagonal from that one. And then we're going to take our heart, which also has adhesive, and this one we're just going to put kind of over our thanks. So if we grab our template here again, you'll see it's kind of got this rectangle here and 3 circles. Now those could be different die cuts, they could be different shapes like hearts and berries, right? And then where I use my sentiment here, it could also be some designer series paper, it could be a sentiment, it could be an image, all kinds of ways you could use this template. And then I always like to show you an example that changes it up a bit. And so here is using the same 2 ephemera packs, but you can see instead of a sentiment, I did a bigger image here, and then instead of one of the ephemera pieces, I actually used a circle from that Greetings for All sentiments that fit perfectly there. So you can see in place of the 2 strawberries, we've got a daisy and the sentiment, and then in place of the thanks, we've got an image with another smaller image. So lots of ways you can use this template. And then I'll just take my sticky note, put it inside one of my sample cards here, and I'll put this in my pattern box so that I can have that to reference any measurements I need or anything for my template. So there is that. If you want to take another screenshot, I'm gonna flip the camera back around here so I can say thanks so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. If you need one of our 2025 annual catalogs and I haven't already sent you one, if you'd love me to be your demonstrator, you know I would appreciate that more than you know. I'm always so grateful when you pick me as your demonstrator. I'd be happy to send you a catalog package. There is a form on my blog at stampinqueenbee.com where you can request a catalog. There's a little button on the right side. Fill that out and I'll be happy to send one of those your way. Happy Tuesday, and I will see you next Tuesday for template number 8, and I'll see you Thursday for our weekly card tutorial. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.